Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. My name is Jessica and in today's video, I will show you how to quickly download OSM data using OSM Downloader plugin in QGIS and editing the style of the layers of the OSM data. So let's just jump right into it. So the first step here, after I open my QGIS application, I can go to this box on the right side of my screen and then I can scroll down and find the XYZ tiles, and then I click that icon and then I can see that it has OpenStreetMap data. So if I drag it down here, it will open up the OpenStreetMap onto my QGIS, and then I will zoom in on the location that I want to download. So the next thing that I'm gonna do is I will go to plugins, and then I'm selecting the manage and install plugins. So in the plugins here, to go to the not installed plugin, and then I'm gonna look up OSM downloader. So this is the plugin that you want to download if you want to download OSM data from QGIS. So click install plugin. So after you successfully install the OSM downloader plugin, you will see this little icon here. So you click on the icon and then you drag through your mouse and then drag on the blocks that you want to download. So I'm gonna download this much area here. So I'm dragging this bounding box and then I click, and then it will show you this dialog box, and then you just save the file onto your folder. So I have created the folder here. I'm just gonna save the file as Melbourne CBD here, and then I click OK, and then it will download the OSM data based on the location that you have selected using the OSM downloader plugin. So after it successfully download the OSM data, you can go to that folder where you save the OSM data, and then on there, on the OSM data, you can find this OSM data that you can drag onto QGIS. So when you drag that, you will be shown this little box here where you can select which layer that you want to display on your custom map here. So I'm gonna select the lines, multi-strings, and multi-polygons, and then I'm gonna click OK. So here it will show me the OSM data that I just downloaded from the area that I have selected using that little plugin there. So here, after I have this, I can actually change the style of the data that I have here. So for example, if I can go to polygon here, I'm gonna hide this OpenStreetMap. So if I'm double click on that layer, it will show me this dialog box where I can choose which one I want to set. So if I go to symbology here, I can change the color of the base of polygon style here. So if I just go here, so for example, if I select that color here, it will change the color based on the selection. So, and if I go to the Melbourne CBD line, so this will be the road. If I double click on that as well, I can also change the color to probably white, and then I can also change the width of the lines. So if I click apply, so as you can see here, it is changing the color of the road here. And then if I double click on that CBD multi-strings, I can also add labels on that. So for example, if I go here on labels and then I choose the single labels, it will show me this box of which of the labels that I want to show onto my map. So if I choose, for example, name, I can also change the format of the text that is going to be shown on to the screen. So here, if I go here, I can change, for example, the size, and then I can also add the buffer for the text, so we can clearly see what it says on the map. So if I click apply, so as you can see here, it's displaying the data that it already has from that particular layer from OpenStreetMap. So as you can see, this kind of the transportation route, as well as if you also want to display the name of the road here in this layer on the Melbourne CBD lines, you can also go to labels, and then you can also select the single labels, and then you can also choose which of these labels that you want to be shown on your custom map. So for example, if I choose highway and then I click apply, it will also download all the data from OpenStreetMap that is contained in that specific data that you want to display. So as you can see here, it actually shows all the name of the street along those area that you have downloaded. So you can turn these labels on and off, and you can also change the size of that text that is shown on this map. So that is how you can download OSM data straight from QGIS, and how you can create that style and select the layers that you want to be displayed onto your custom map. You can also change the color. You can also add new names and labels that is already contained in that OSM data that you download. The downside here is you cannot actually edit that labels name that you already have from OSM. The only way to do that is if you edit that straight from OpenStreetMap, because this data is actually downloaded from OpenStreetMap, and in OpenStreetMap you can edit what is there, and you can also contribute to what this data that it has from OpenStreetMap. So yeah, so that's how you use the OSM downloader in QGIS.